Hello, welcome to the wood shop of Wood Spun Round. It's been a beautiful week this week, just trying to get some things caught up, but also doing another YTCC 2021 challenge. This month it is Found to Treasure. Could call it Trash to Treasure. The challenge is to go out, find, or if they have to purchase the materials, and then come up with something that could be a treasure for someone, just something nice for yourself or for someone else. So this is just going to be one of the projects. You'll want to stick around to the very end to see still pictures of a number of projects that I've done. I've already done 3, if not 4. I can't remember if this is number 4 or number 5, but you're going to see today. This is a piece of a limb. It was about 6 feet long. I've got this piece and about another 2 feet or so of it sitting over there on the side. And so I'm going to turn this down, and you'll see here in just a few minutes what it is. Let's get going. Well, there we go. We'll start off at 1,000 RPMs. Alright, if you're real astute, you see some changes. This is not the same piece of wood. The other one, I had a bead started in the middle, and I got it too thin, and I snapped that booger. So I have started over. Took about another 5 or 10 minutes, restarted, got it round, got a new cup started, and now I'm back to the stem, working on it. I'm going to go a little more slowly, a little more carefully. And I'm going to be right up front with you. This skew in my end is not my best friend. It and I have gone round and round several times. I have, one of the pieces I've done before that I'm going to show you after a while, I did completely with the skew. And we did okay. But it's already giving me fits on this piece. So, not only is this project part of the challenge, and I've been real excited about doing this group. As soon as it was announced, I thought, well, that's kind of a simple challenge. The whole point is to show that you don't have to go out and buy real expensive wood, invest a fortune of money, which can be done, but you don't have to. I've already told you, this piece of wood, this limb, fell out of a tree in our backyard. I'm sitting here trying to remember which tree it fell out of. Okay, this is where I could get myself in trouble. I don't have room to get in here. It either came out of a silver maple, which in this part of the country is a trash tree. People put them in their yards at one time for various reasons. It's a big tree, it gives a lot of shade. Take a detail gouge and get in here and get this little curve situated. Here we go. I think that's what I want. Get behind this little bead. I don't know if you can see this bead or not, but I'm gonna get behind it. Get it situated. There we go. Get below it. Get on top of this intermediary bead. There we go. Perfect. Come back to the skew. Anyway, the two trees in my backyard, one is a silver maple, the other is a tulip poplar. I know some people don't like it called that. They like it called something else, some other kind of poplar. But it has a large white bloom. Comes out in the spring. It'll be coming out here in another 3-4 weeks, something of that nature. And that tree will be pretty nice with its blooms until those blooms begin to die off. Those white blooms will begin to turn brown. They'll fall. And in that time, in that period, when they're turning brown and falling off, they don't smell very pleasant. And then the petals, after they turn brown and they fall, they litter your yard pretty significantly. It's not the worst thing in the world. My neighbor on that same side of the yard has a gum tree that has the little gumball things on it that fall. He's got a thing about those gumballs. He hates them. So he'll rake and he'll sweep and he'll get his yard vacuum out there and he'll clean them up. One of the projects I want to do someday is to get some of those gumballs and cast them in resin. I've seen that project several times. I keep saying I want to do it, and then I pay little attention to how messy my floor is already. And I think, my goodness, if I did resin, well, how bad would it be? Because it would be worse. All right. You might think the skew and I are getting along right now, but we're really not. I'm getting some decent cuts on here right now, but they are light, extremely light. People who can really use a skew, who are practiced up the way they ought to be, would be done with this project already. I am not. I am not finished. Some would say I should have just had my finger behind there, but maybe I should. I'm going to work my way back very carefully. I don't want to break the stem. I've come too far now. But like I said, it's free wood. piece of wood, the size that this was, you saw the size. If I had to pay for that, depends on what kind of wood it was, of course, but it could cost as much as $25, $30 just for that one little piece of wood. About a 2.5 inch diameter limb. How long was that? Let's call it 8 inches. Let's say it was 8 inches by 3 inches. Green, dry, or otherwise. I could have easily paid $25, $30 for that. If it was ebony, it might have been $50. Some of the hard rosewoods, I could have paid a big bunch of money for it. Just removing some stock there. In fact, I probably need to get my diamond card out. Give this edge just a little. Let's do that. Could go back to my gout grinder. Best way right now, I just did that not long ago, so the best way right now is to take my diamond card, I'll find the bevel, same thing on the other side. All right. Trying to put just a little bit of a bead here. Don't want to go too deep because I don't want to snap it off. Very gently coming around. Switch sides here. There we go. All right, back to thinning. Now normally I would put a little support in that cup. All right, we'll switch tools. Go back to a tool that I'm much more comfortable with. too high. That's as low as it can go. No, it's not. I'm doing the wrong thing. There we go. When I started turning pins, I was introduced to this size bowl gouge. I got started with it, and ever since, this has been my tool of comfort. Alright, I'm going to put a little sandpaper on that before I go any further. Do a little bit of 100 grit. Just a little bit. I can see right now I am quite a bit thicker underneath this bead than I am above the bead. Okay, let's go back to the gouge. Whoa. Whoa. Tell you what, I'm going to have to put a little tailstock support in there. I don't want to. I don't want to have to. Let's see. A little bit of paper towel that I'm going to put in here just to cushion my live center. I don't want it to put a point in there or a divot. All right. Here's for hoping I don't snap it. Nope, we're good. All right. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Alright, I was quite a bit larger. Now I'm smaller. That's okay. Straighten up a little bit of a mess right there. 150 grit. 240 grit. 320 grit. 'All right, now let's get the foot and we're done. Start off with the bowl gouge. No, I'm not. I'm gonna start off with the detail gouge. Stay with it. Here we go. And then parting tool. No. I'm about to get ahead of myself. Sandpaper again. That was 100 grit. $150 grit. 240 grit. 320 grit. We're almost done, folks. Like I said, this is for the YTCCC 2021 challenge, a group of 12 to 13 challenges throughout the year, just to keep all of us fresh and on our toes. You can follow that hashtag YTCCC 2021 on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, to see all of what's going on. 55, roughly 55 makers in total. Not just turning, most of us turn. There are a couple of folks who don't turn, a couple of folks who are not on YouTube. And so they are doing things a little differently. Okay, I'm going to back this down, way down. Well, there we go. 500 RPMs. Back my tailstock off. We don't want it to get bound up. All right, let's get this off of here. Come on. Let's try. Got another tool I can use. Do that one. It's a smaller, another parting tool. It's just smaller. Oh, come on. This green wood. There it goes. Finally. There you have it. One. I think that's a silver maple. One silver maple goblet, wood found in the yard, cost me absolutely nothing, goes from trash to treasure. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you'll hit the like button, if you haven't already, subscribe, and if you so desire, share it. I'd be glad for you to share my video out for anybody to watch, and they can contact me. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Put it in the comments if you'd like. I do check those just about every day, so it won't be long till I get your response back to you. What did we measure out at? Ended up being 5 5/8 by 1 1/4. 5 5/8 by 1 1/4. Just a little treasure piece. Once it's finished, it'll go on a shelf, just to be a conversation starter, if you please. I thank you for being with me. This is the workshop of Wood Spun Around. I'm Doug, and it's been good to be with you tonight.
And cramps as TheraWorks Relief. Get TheraWorks Relief today. Available in